Hello, welcome to this session or this lesson where we want to look at the simultaneous equations, and we are going to confine ourselves to elimination method. Okay, as you may be aware, there are a number of methods that we can use to solve simultaneous equations. Okay, so in this particular lesson, we'll confine ourselves to elimination method. Okay, elimination method is what we are going to use here. All right. So, what does it mean to eliminate? So, to eliminate is to get rid of something. So, we want to see how we are going to get rid of one of these two variables in order to solve for the other. Okay? So, simultaneous equations, we want to find the two values of x as well as that of y that must be able to satisfy these two equations. Okay? When we substitute for x and y, we should be able to get -1. And when we do the same thing in the second equation, we should be able to get 5. All right? So now, let's start with the first one. Elimination method. Now, how do we eliminate? So we can only eliminate at one point. We can only eliminate, okay? We can only eliminate if, please get me clear, if one of the variables, okay, has the same coefficient, okay, irrespective of the sign, okay? What I mean is, if, okay, if in this case, when you look at this, y, the coefficient is 2. Even here, the coefficient is 2. That is, we are not considering the signs. We're just looking at the actual digit or number. So here you discover that y has the same coefficient. So in that case, we can get rid of y. We can eliminate y. How do we eliminate? Please pay attention. If you want to eliminate for y in this case, look at the signs. Pay attention. Look at the sign. If it has the same sign, if this coefficient that you want to get rid of has the same signs, okay, you are going to subtract. By the same sign, I mean be it positive or negative, as long as they have the same signs. To eliminate, you need to subtract. But if the signs are different, to get rid of that variable, if the signs are different, you need to add. You need to add them. All right? I hope that is clear. So in this case, we are dealing with what? 3x minus 2y is equals to -1. X plus 2y is equals to. Okay. I hope this is clear. So, at this point, x has the same variable. Y has the same coefficient. Sorry, y has the same coefficient. So we can eliminate y. Okay? And I said, when the signs are different, to eliminate y, in this case, we are going to add. We are going to add. Now, addition does not just happen to this one. It is going to affect everything here. So we can say we add. How do we add? We add the like terms. Okay? We add the like terms. 3x here. 3x plus x. What do we get? 3x plus x. What do we get? This is going to give us 4x. Then, -2y plus 2y. This is going to give us a 0. This is going to give us a 0. Therefore, we have eliminated y. So, this is no longer there. We do the same thing here. Negative 1 plus 5. What do we get? This is going to give us 4. Are we there? So you divide by 4 and divide by 4. Therefore, the value of x is equals to 1. Is that clear? So, the value of x is equals to 1. After we have done that, so we go back to either of these two equations. You can pick either of them, either the first one or the second one, so that you find the value of y. Then where there is x, you'll be able to put where there is x, you'll be able to put 1, so that you find the value of y. So let's get the second one. X x plus 3, x plus 2y is equals to 5. Okay? So meaning we need to put 1 here. So we have 1 plus 2y is equals to 5. So 2y is equals to 5 minus 1. So 2y is equals to 4. You divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2, y will be equals to 2. Alright? So at this point, we know that x is equals to 1, y is equals to negative 2. Alright? So just like I was saying, you can try to see if that is what you're going to get. When you put 1 here, then you bring 2 here. This is 2 multiplied by 2, you get 4. 4 plus 1, you get 5. You do the same thing here. 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied, which is 1 multiplied by 3, it will be 3. 2 multiplied by 2, it will be 4. So 3 minus 4, you get negative. So that is correct. That is correct. Alright? So now, let me take you to the second question. The second question, what are we going to get? Now, when you look at the second question, I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay particular attention. When you look at the second question, x doesn't have the same coefficient, y does not have the same coefficient. So it is your duty and my duty to make sure that we work it out in such a manner that one of these variables, the one that we want to get rid of, the one that we want to eliminate, should have the same coefficient. I hope that is very clear. So what I mean is we get 2x plus y is equals to 4, then x minus 2y is equals to 2. So the point I'm trying to say is that if we want to eliminate x, we should make sure that this x here should also have a coefficient which is what? 2. If you want to eliminate y, you must make sure that here you have y. Alright? I hope that is clear. So, for instance, in this case, if we want to eliminate x, meaning we multiply this one by 2. This one, you can say we multiply by 1, but it will remain the same. It will remain the same. So the first one will still be 2x plus y is equals to 4. Then this one will be 2x minus 4y. You are multiplying everything by 2 is equals to 4. Then at this point now we have achieved what I told you, that we have the same coefficient. And now I said when we have the same coefficient and the signs are the same, to eliminate, I mentioned that you need to subtract. To eliminate, I mentioned that you need to subtract. Okay? So, we are going to subtract here. Subtraction meaning 2x minus 2x, it will be a 0. So, that means we have eliminated x variable. Then now, we come to the next one. You need to be very mindful of the signs. So, here we have, this is y minus 4y. This is very important. Okay? And if there was a minus here, we were supposed to indicate it here. It's very important also. Then here we have 4 minus 4. Alright? So this is going to be 5. Y here is equals to 0. So y is equals to 0 divided by 5. We get 0. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Then, if this is what we are going to get, then we need to go back now to these ones here. Okay? We need to go back to these equations. If y is equals to 0, what is the value of x? So now we need to make sure that ourselves, we go back here. You can pick either of these two equations. So we said y is equals to 0. So if we are picking the first one, we'll say this plus 0 is equals to 4. 2x is equals to 4. X is equals to 2. So it goes to say that x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 0. So if you bring this 2 here, this is going to be 4 plus 0, it will be 4. You bring this 2 here, and this is going to be 0, so it will be 2. So that is giving us what we actually want. Okay? That is giving us what we actually want. So I'm looking at this one, and it's appearing to be very simple. It's just appearing as one of those that you can do, because if you look at it, it's the same as this one, isn't it? These, you can either eliminate this one or x, because they have the same coefficients. So I'm looking for maybe equations that may give us a bit of a challenge. Okay, I'm not finding any. Okay. Let me So we have this question now, this one. Instead of this one, let's do this one. All right? You can pause the video and try it. How do we solve it? So it goes back to what I was saying. You look at x, we have a different coefficient, different coefficients. Y, we have different coefficients. So then it is our job to see which variable we want to get rid of. And then once we have decided to say we want to eliminate x, we should make sure that it has the same coefficient. If it's y, we should make sure that it has the same coefficient. So let's say we are eliminating x. So we need to make sure that we have the same coefficients here. All right? So the lowest number that 2 and 3 can go into is what? 6. Okay? So what do we multiply by 2 in order to get 6? It will be 3. This one, it will be 2. So you are multiplying throughout by 3, throughout by. So this is going to be what? 6x minus 9x is equals to 24. And this is going to be 6x plus 4y. Oh, this is y. Is equals to negative 2. At this point now, we need to eliminate. We need to eliminate at this point. All right. So we have the same coefficient. What are we supposed to do? We subtract. The signs are the same. If one of them was a negative, to eliminate, we were going to add. That's what I say. So in this case, we are subtracting. So this is going to give us a 0. Then take note here. What are we doing here? Huh? What are we doing here? Take note of that. This is going to give us, we have minus 9y minus 4y. That is how you need to handle this. Take note of the sign here. All right? So what do we get from this? Minus 9y minus 4y. What do we get? This is going to give us negative 13y. This is equals to, take note, 24 minus negative 2. What do we get? That is going to give us 26. So you divide both sides by negative 13. You divide both sides by negative 13. So y is equals to 26 divided by negative 13. So when you are dividing two integers of different signs, your answer is a negative. So this is going to be negative 2. Okay? So y is equals to negative 2. And if y is equals to negative 2, we need to find now the value of the other one. So we can pick even this one to find the value of x. We're going to say 2x minus 3. Then here we put negative 2. While there is y is equals to 8. Then we have 2x plus 6 is equals to 8. When you multiply these, we're going to get a plus. 2x is equals to 2. You understand where the 2 is coming from, isn't it? 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6. And at this point, you divide both sides by 2. What do you get? You are going to get that x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1. X is equals to 1. Take note of that. X is equals to 1. X is equals to 1. Y is equals to negative 2. Those are the questions that we're supposed to solve. So let me give you an exercise now. So for your exercise, this is question 1. Take note of that. This is question 1. Take note of that. Then I'll take you now to question 2. Okay, so you can do 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, and 7 plus the other one that I gave you. That's so